Hey everybody, Stephen Colbert here. Tonight we're taking a field trip, but not just any field trip. We're going to 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. The White House is the most famous address in America. And let me tell you, this place has seen it all. Located right in the heart of Washington, D.C., the White House sits on 18 acres of prime real estate. That's like 18 football fields. Imagine the lawn care bills. But hey, when you're the leader of the free world, you deserve a nice lawn, right? The White House wasn't always the bustling hub it is today. Believe it or not, it started as a much smaller building. George Washington, our first president, actually chose the site and even laid the cornerstone. But sadly, he never got to live there. Talk about a bummer. Instead, John Adams and Abigail Adams, our second first couple, were the first to call 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue home. Can you imagine being the first family to live in the White House? Talk about pressure. I bet they had a housewarming party for the ages. Now let's talk architecture, folks. The White House is a prime example of neoclassical style. Think ancient Greece and Rome with their grand columns and symmetrical designs. It's all about balance, order, and looking really, really impressive. Irish-born architect James Hoban designed this American icon. Construction finished in 1800, and let me tell you, it was quite the project. They used sandstone from Acquia Creek, Virginia, giving the White House its distinctive grayish-white color. Hence the name, folks. Over the years, the White House has undergone numerous renovations and expansions. They added the iconic porticos, the east and west wings, and even a bowling alley. Hey, even presidents need to unwind. But through it all, the core design has remained remarkably consistent. The White House is more than just a building, it's a symbol of American perseverance. In 1814, during the War of 1812, British troops set the White House ablaze. Can you imagine the audacity? But like a phoenix rising from the ashes, the White House was rebuilt. Talk about a comeback story. The White House isn't just a building, it's a symbol. It represents the American presidency, democracy, and the hopes and dreams of a nation. It's a beacon of freedom and a reminder of the enduring strength of the American spirit. Think about it. For over 2 centuries, every president has walked these halls. They've made decisions that shaped the world, from ending wars to putting a man on the moon. And they've done it all right here. In this very building, the Oval Office, the Situation Room, the Rose Garden, and these are more than just rooms, they're iconic spaces where history has been made. Can you imagine the conversations, the debates, the weight of the world resting on the shoulders of the people in those rooms? The White House also belongs to the people. Every year, millions of tourists visit, eager to catch a glimpse of this historic landmark. And who knows, maybe you'll even spot the president walking his dog on the South Lawn. Just don't ask him about his approval ratings. Section 4, From Adams to Biden, a residence of history. Now, let's talk about the residents, shall we? The White House has been home to 46 presidents and their families. Each president has left their mark on the house, from their personal decorating styles to their policy decisions. Some presidents are more closely associated with the White House than others. Abraham Lincoln, for example, led the nation through the Civil War from the White House. Can you imagine the stress? I bet he went through a lot of stovepipe hats. Then there's Franklin Delano Roosevelt, who guided the country through the Great Depression and World War II. He even had a secret swimming pool installed in the White House to help with his polio. Now that's what I call presidential perks. And of course, who could forget John F. Kennedy and his young family? They brought a sense of youth and glamour to the White House. Plus, JFK had a rocking chair custom-made for his bad bag. Hey, even presidents have back problems. Section 5. Decisions and Dreams, the Weight of the World. Behind the grandeur and the history, the White House is also a home. It's where presidents have raised their families, celebrated victories and mourned losses. It's a place where the personal and the political collide. Imagine the weight of the world on your shoulders as you sit at the resolute desk in the Oval Office. You're making decisions that affect millions, even billions of lives. No pressure, right? But it's not all doom and gloom. The White House has also been the backdrop for moments of joy and celebration. Think state dinners with foreign dignitaries, Easter egg rolls on the South Lawn, and the annual turkey pardon, gobble, gobble. And let's not forget the love stories. From John and Abigail Adams to Barack and Michelle Obama, the White House has witnessed its fair share of romance. After all, even the most powerful people in the world need someone to share it all with. Section 6. Whispers in the walls, secrets and spectres. Now, for the fun part, secrets and ghosts. The White House is over 200 years old, so it's no surprise that it has its fair share of mysteries and spooky tales. After all, every good house needs a good ghost story, right? One of the most famous White House ghosts is supposedly Abraham Lincoln. People have reported seeing his tall, lanky figure wandering the halls, especially in the Lincoln bedrooms. Some even claim to have seen him in his pajamas. Talk about casual Friday. Then there's the story of Andrew Jackson, our 7th president. They say you can hear him swearing up a storm in the White House basement. Hey, being president is a stressful job. Sometimes you just need to let off some steam. And let's not forget the hidden passages. Rumor has it that there are secret tunnels connecting the White House to other buildings in Washington, D.C. Some say they were used for escape routes, others for more clandestine purposes. Who knows what secrets those tunnels hold? The White House is more than just a building. It's a living, breathing testament to American history. A place where the past and the present collide. It's a place of power, of intrigue, and yes, even a few good ghost stories. So next time you see that iconic white facade, remember all the stories it holds, the lives lived, and the history made within its walls. And hey, if you see Abe Lincoln wandering the halls, tell him I said hi.